next guest makes his UFC debut coming up here against Justin Willis at UFC 218 on December 2nd. It is Alan Crowder joining me here on the program for the very first time. Alan, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
No problem. I appreciate you joining me here. I know you're a busy guy. You got training camp and everything, but first time I've had you on the show, so I got to know, how did you get involved in combat sports?
Really, I started out, playing football growing up. I wish I'd wrestled in high school and stuff. I actually never really got into any of that. My sophomore year in college, I wound up quitting football. I kind of fell out of love with it. And then I was actually bouncing at a bar, and a guy came in, Rodrigo Galvanosi. He owns Fearless Fighting down in Greenville, North Carolina. I hooked up with him. He told me I could train there for free if I, followed out of the school. So I trained there for a little while. Loved it. Wound up moving back home. Got hooked up with Richard Dan Barkley, who runs Battle in the South down in Wilmington. Had a lot of my amateur fights there. Great guy. He wound up introducing me to my manager, Lamont Chappell, and then kind of just worked his way up. I met my coaches now, Jesse and Eric. Also my coach, Spencer Knupp, and then one thing fell after another. Everything lined up in place, and here I am.
How was that transition from football to mixed martial arts? Because I heard the big difference for a lot of people is the conditioning. Did you find that as well?
Yeah, definitely. It's a whole nother, in football, so I play defensive line, I'd go into offensive lineman, but it's not the same as offensive lineman trying to, take your head off, while you're messing around. The cardio is definitely a huge difference. You run out sprints and stuff in football. Here, you got to go hard as hell for 30 seconds, and then you might have a 5-10 second break depending on the other guy's cardio, and then you're going again. So, it's definitely a big push.
What do you do besides fighting? Like, do you have a job that sort of pays the bills for you right now, or are you a full-time fighter?
Yeah, I actually, my father actually owns a fitness facility, New Millennium Fitness. He's got one in Mebane, North Carolina, and then my brother bought one in Hillsboro, and they're kind of like coinciding. It's New Millennium Fitness, and the pit is his. I work here. I help him out, managing it, making sure all the machines and everything's running well. Personal training on the side as well. It's a great job. I love it. If I got out of town, I just got Florida. I trained over Hard Knocks 365 there for about 4 weeks or 3 weeks there, and then I had a week before, previously. Got a lot of good training in there, and I got paid the whole time I was gone. So, good vacation time, I reckon,
Yeah, I'd say so too. That's pretty awesome. I think most people watching this interview will probably remember you from the Contender Series 8, where you got that big knockout win over Don'Tale Mayes. And, Don'Tale had a lot of hype coming into that show. How happy were you with your performance, especially getting the finish in that one?
I hated that it took me to the third round. I really didn't feel like I was going to get the contract for how long it took me, but I guess I showed, enough to get the contract. I was definitely happy once I heard I got the contract. When I heard I got it, I was, super excited. It's definitely big news. Anytime that's, everybody's ultimate goal when they start fighting is, they want to make it to the UFC. So to finally make it here is just, it's awesome.
What was the feedback like after that fight? Because, again, a lot of people really – that performance put you on the map for sure. I know social media was buzzing after you got that win over Mayes.
Oh, yeah. I had, my manager, Lamont, that's who I've been working with. He's the one who got me I had a Bellator fight previously, and then he wound up getting me this on the Contender Series. So he's done a lot of work for me and done great things. But I've had a lot of other managers hit me up like, hey, I manage you and all this and that. Stuff. So the hype's been good. All my friends and family here, they're all 100% supportive, and life is good.
Awesome. How do you feel like you match up against Justin Willis? He's got the 5-1 record, and he trains at American Kickboxing Academy.
I feel like it's going to be a good, tough opponent. He's got a good stand-up, good ground game. I feel like we're going to put a hell of a show on for all the people down in Detroit. I look really forward to testing my skills against him and seeing how things turn out.
And you talked a bit about your training camp there. How much confidence does it give you, getting to cross-train a little bit, especially like you did at Hard Knocks, and, getting that extra time in?
Oh, yeah. I feel so much more confident, working out there, having Henry Hooft and Coach Jones and Cammy, all the guys down there at Hard Knocks that helped me out, putting in work, sparring. It was just, working with those, top-level guys. Luke Rockhold was there. Vulcan, Linton. There's a bunch of big name guys that were there, helping me out, pushing me really hard, showed me where I was at and how to get better. It was great,
How do you see this fight ending on December 2nd? You're going to win, otherwise you wouldn't have taken the fight, but how do you sort of see it unfolding?
I feel like I'm gonna push him out in the deep water. I'm gonna take him in the second round, and I'm gonna drown him. I'm gonna take him in there, mess around. Try to keep it standing up. He's got a decent sized weight advantage on me, so I'm gonna try to keep it standing. Use my speed, to help me out, and then go in the second round and then look for that finish knockout that everybody likes to see.
And I know you're not looking past your opponent here, but I got to wonder, you fought Curtis Blades in the past. Is that a rematch you'd like to get at some point in the UFC with him being on the roster as well?
Yeah, that's 100% definitely a rematch I would like in the future. He's worked his way up. I mean, he's top 10 guy. He's a great, he's a great fighter also as well. So I'm definitely gonna have to work my way up the ranks. I know they're not just gonna give him to me, especially now with him being in the top 10. And he's been doing really well. But I plan on working my way up, and definitely gonna be a future fight for sure. Before I'm done with him, he's definitely gonna be one I'm definitely gonna have a rematch with.
Okay, so we talked about your career, we talked about your work, we talked about training camp. What do you like doing outside of all that, as far as like downtime and hobbies and everything like that? What do you like doing outside of the cage?
Outside of the cage, I like going to the gun range. I've actually got a good collection of guns going on now. My wife hates it, so spending way too much money doing that. I like spending time with friends and family. Hanging out with family, is a big and really important and stuff. So try to do that most of the time. I got a stepson, Logan. Try to spend a lot of time with him. He's really into sports. He likes fighting as well. So I'm teaching him a little few things and stuff. So try to get a couple things done.
Awesome. Everyone's got to check out this fight. It's UFC 218 coming up here December 2nd. Alan, it was great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can get a hold of you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours, sir.
You can get on to me on Instagram, PrettyBoyKOU, Facebook, Alan Crowder. I'm the second. My father actually has a Facebook too. Everybody gets us confused. Big shout out to everybody at Hard Knocks 365. Tall Steve Mowry for helping me out. All the work he helped me with too. Henry Hoof and all them guys, all my coaches, the family I stayed with, the Ray family, Anthony and all them, and Homero, who I stayed with while I was down there training. Thank you to all you guys and helping me putting in all the work and stuff. Big thank you to my coaches, my father for, helping me out with the gym and everything else. And that's pretty much it.
Hello fight fans, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe for even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters, including coverage from events with post-fight press conferences and open workout media scrums. And if you like this video, check out this other video to my right.